Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys been enjoying the content on this channel as of late. Excuse me again for no reviews, just just been busy, just this heat wave's just been screwing up everybody. It just putting us in a lazy type mindset, you know what I mean? Thankfully it's going back to normal now. It's actually raining now. So yeah, so we'll be back to doing more movie reviews very, very soon. Um, but I want to address something that just happened, and I just want to kind of bring up a bigger, um, that it kind of opens up to a bigger discussion. Um, so, uh, so you guys know the TIFF is going on right now, the Toronto Film Festival, which, I mean, just to give my thoughts on film festivals real quick, I have personally have had experience with film festivals. Thankfully, I've had these really cool experiences or opportunities come my way, um, and they're fun. They're fun things to do. But you know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't seeking like validation. If I was when I submitted the movies that I made, to festivals, and I still might feel that way, when I submit future projects that I have, um, because an artist does want their work to be seen, but you just got to make sure it's for the appropriate reasons. You don't want to do it just because you want to feel validated about, you know, like you should feel secure about what you made, but you just want to put it out there just so you have some kind of archive, not because you want people to come up to you and say you made some good work. You know what I mean? That's just not, you know, like that's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? That's deflating the value and the importance of what you did. You should be proud of the experience and proud of the fact that you were able to tell a fucking story. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people out there that can't be that creative. So, just take pride in that. And if motherfuckers like don't like your movie, that's just their opinion. But you should be putting it out there just so you have some kind of archive. Because no one wants to just throw their shit to the wayside. Especially if you put years of effort into it. I put like 2 years of effort into my last short film, and I'm proud as hell about it. I've had some reviews published online that some people said was all right, some people had some very critical things to say. You know what I'm saying? I got like a variety of responses from not just from that, but some of the other short films I've done as well. Not saying that I'm the shit or anything. I'm just saying I have some experience with the whole festival thing and doing this and that. So I understand why people do it. It's for that validation. It's just for someone to tell them, hey, you did a good job. Here's a fucking trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why people do this shit. It's just because they want that little glass trophy or something, because it makes them feel good. Because they're insecure about what they made. That uncertainty about what they made, which I think is just all bullshit. You should feel good about what you're making. Have uncertainty. Like, there is a mystery of the creative process always, but there's also a level of certainty that you have to have. You can't be walking into that shit blind. You have to have some level of certainty, some confidence in what you're making. But that's a whole other thing for another day, though. But the shit that I want to talk about, though, is a lot about stuff. It's funny because I actually had this happen with the last short film I did. I'm not going to mention the review's name, but I had a review where someone had an issue in regards to what was it? If you guys go check out my YouTube channel, Francis Bow, you'll see the latest short film I did on there. It's called One. And not to spoil anything, but towards the end there's something that that happens that's pretty big. And the person had a couple of issues with it just because of the depiction of it, just he thought it was kind of distasteful. I respect the dude's opinion, obviously. You feel how you feel. Those kinds of comments, I also think to myself, like it's not my responsibility to get something like that right, you know, as a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? That's not my responsibility. It's just to present my own voice, you know. And if my voice doesn't jive with reality, I mean, that's the freedom I have as a storyteller, dude. I get to go wherever the hell my voice, you know, wherever it takes me, dog. You know, I'm not gonna be just sitting up here in reality. Like I'm gonna dive into wherever I feel I'm being the most expressive. You know what I'm saying? So if shit gets a little weird, or you know, it doesn't really align with your perception of things, you know, like, you know, I mean, it's I appreciate, like, opinion's opinion, but it's like, you know what I mean, like, it's just people gotta just understand that, you know, an artist is, or storytellers, they're just there to tell stories and be expressive. Don't mean that they gotta be correct, you know. But then there comes the big thing that I want to talk about, which is in regards to artists, you know, and their own personal lives and their own shit going on, and how that affects their art when it comes to business. Because TIFF just removed a film called Sparta, like a few hours before the movie was supposed to premiere, because this dude apparently the director apparently got allegations surrounding him in regards to like child abuse on set, because he got children in the movie, probably something about alcohol and shit, and trying to remember what else, regards to like nudity, not really informing the children about what's going on, you know, some interesting, you know, some shit basically. Here's my thing about, like, I've always used this dude as an example. It always is a good example, in my opinion. Roman Polanski is a fucking great storyteller. The Pianist is one of my favorite movies. Like, it's my favorite movie of the 2000s era. Let's put it that way. Of the 10 years of that whole decade, The Pianist is the best thing that I saw from that decade. Dude is a great artist. I would never have a conversation with that man, though. I would never have a conversation with that man. So, like, that's the thing that people have to distinguish, is that you got the person, right? Because they're human, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and then you have the artist. You have what their expression, how they present, you know, this and that, you know. And I know the arguments people have is like, well, if you're going to a movie with this person, they got allegations, aren't you really in some ways supporting the person? I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not going there to, like, you know, like how do I say this? Like, Shia LaBeouf is you know, he's done some weird shit, but I'm not going to support Shia LaBeouf, the possible, you know, abuser, and all this other shit going on with him. I'm not there to support that man. I'm there to support Shia LaBeouf, the artist, the great ass performer, the dude who just pours himself into his roles. I'm supporting that motherfucker. I'm not supporting the other dude. All right, that dude. That's a story for another time, and that's also not within this space, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and also, like, when it comes to like accusations and shit like that, my thoughts have always been that if you really don't know, then don't do anything about it until you have certainty. You know what I'm saying? Just because a magazine or some other bullshit comes out and says something, don't mean it's legit, okay? So many motherfuckers make accusations just to cash in, just to get some fucking money. And that's the honest truth. There's a lot of people out there that do that because they probably met that person one night, they got big, and now they're looking to get some money. That's just how it works a lot of times. And that's why it's hard for a lot of people who have genuine accusations and genuine shit happen to them come forward and actually be taken seriously, you know? And it's also harder for people like the Sparta filmmaker to put his shit out, when this person just comes out of left field, I'm not sure if the shit's legit or not, but let's just say it's not real, come over here and fuck all his shit up. Probably because the dude wants money, or the dude wants this and that, you know what I mean? Looking to get something from this man, you know? Like, it's just that it's just like my whole thing about art and artists is that you have to be able to separate the two to appreciate the form itself. You can't be out here putting the artist and the art in the same veins. You can't. Okay? Like, my mom and I just had a discussion about this. Like, Vincent van Gogh made some killer ass paintings. But when you actually do your research on that man, that dude was fucking depressed. That dude was a lonely ass motherfucker and had so many things going on with him eternally that it just destroyed him, you know? Like, and again, like, I could bring up other people again. Shia LaBeouf. Like, is anyone going to sit here and say that actually, no, that's going to be an ignorant comment. I was going to say, like, is anyone going to sit here and say Shia LaBeouf's a great performer? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you know what I'm getting at? It's like, who goes to a movie just to shit on the person, you know? Like, that's just weird thinking. Like, you go to a movie because of the artists, because they put on some dope shit. Like, you go watch a Leonardo DiCaprio movie because you like Leonardo DiCaprio. You go watch a Steven Spielberg movie because you like Steven Spielberg. You go watch a Marvel movie because you like the superheroes. You also like the fact that Marvel's name's on that fucking poster. You know what I'm saying? Because you like the art. You like the painting. You like what you see. You know, you like the craftsmanship. You like where that paintbrush is going. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people like seeing. All this celebrity bullshit, like all that Olivia Wilde shit, dog. Yo, I just read an article the other day where IMAX screenings for the movie she got, Don't Worry Darling, that shit's already selling out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that shit in some respects can kill people, you know? But in a lot of other respects, like, let's just say Olivia Wilde would put out some huge ass accusations, you know? We're talking about, like, assault and all that other shit. And then the movie would probably be in a different vein, you know? But it's like this weird, how do I put this? Like, I don't think that artists should be measured by their personal life when it comes to, like, them putting out their own expression. That's just, I just don't see where you put that together. That's why I look at Tiff with this whole Sparta thing. I'm like, bro, why'd you have to remove the movie? Why? Because there's accusations over here. That don't mean that. Nobody gave a fuck, too. Like, no one in the U.S. here, they don't give a shit. That was a German magazine. So what was the point of removing the movie, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a movie. Again, it's just a movie. Like, I don't understand what's the... Like, if this was a different situation or a different place, I might understand, but this is a movie, dude, alright? The movies, they do reflect the filmmakers, but they don't, you know, like I don't see how this should affect everybody. Because think about the whole cast and crew also. Like, they pour their time into that shit, and now these accusations come out that may or may not be true, and then they fuck all their shit up. You know what I'm saying? So we need to learn how to separate that shit, because that's just... all it takes is one article to just fuck it all up, you know? So, yeah. So, you guys let me know. I mean, I kind of went a bit of a tangent, just kind of said some shit in this video, but you guys let me know your thoughts. Like, do you guys think that artists should be, you know, like, they should separate art from the artist? Like, do you think that Tiff was right in removing that movie? Like, do you feel like it's justified? I don't see why you remove it, dude. It's, you know, let the art speak for itself, dude. And, like, let the person deal with their shit, but you let the art speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, but yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts, and that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna eat my food now. It's probably getting cold, but we'll be back with more reviews soon. So stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next video.